Alright, so welcome back to another tier list. Been through quite a few of these now. We've been through characters, annoying characters, abilities, playstyles. We've even made fun of other people's opinions. Today I want to come back to abilities and I want to look at annoying abilities. Abilities that make you want to yeet your controller out the window. As per, we roll with 5 tiers. Not annoying, not too bad, annoying, very annoying, and get some help. We'll do our usual structure. We'll start from the bottom. I'll just go through the ones that I think need explaining. I will also say before this gets started, this tier list isn't coming from a neutral standpoint because nothing I do comes from a neutral standpoint, just being honest. This tier list is purely based on my personal experience. I can already see people going, oh, how come EM Peach and Sonic Grenade aren't in the same tier? How come P Gatling and Bolt Blaster aren't in the same tier? A lot of this is based on not only what the ability can do, but how people have used it. So yes, for the most part, Sonic Grenade and EM Peach both do the same thing. In my experience, I haven't found that people abuse Sonic Grenade nearly as much as they do EM Peach. Yes, P Gatling and Bolt Blaster basically do the same thing and both have similar damage outputs, but P Gatling's a lot smaller. It also is a lot more accurate, which means you can camp fucking miles away with it. Let's get started. So the bottom tier, these are just abilities that are just not annoying at all. I've never had an issue with any of these abilities. I did originally sort of say to myself that anything that could actually kill you couldn't really go in the bottom tier. The Future Dummy is down here, 1, because no one uses it, and 2, because it sucks. The Future Dummy is a cool idea, but it's not a good idea. As far as I'm concerned, you get killed by this thing, the joke's on you. Chomp Cannon's down there because if you use this ability, then respect. And Multi-Shuck is just so bad, I don't even see how it could piss you off. Super P-Jump is going to spark up some questions because Hyper is in top tier. Yes, what makes Hyper annoying is pretty much all of what Super P-Jump does, but no one uses Super P-Jump. In fact, in all the time I've been playing the game, I don't think I've ever faced anyone with Super P-Jump. The situation just has not occurred. Not too bad. These are abilities that aren't really annoying, but if they catch you on a bad day, it might raise your blood pressure a little bit. Honestly, most of it is just abilities that can kill you. Long Bomb I find just awkward. I got Garden Warfare 2 on launch. We're now 3 years down the line. I've only ever seen a handful of people actually use this ability, and also in my experience using it, I find it so awkward to try and hit someone with it. Imp Hunt is very simplistic. You just walk up to someone and put your dick in their mouth. Long Bomb is more like you cut your dick off, throw it, hoping that they catch it in their mouth. You just overcomplicating the situation. Turbo Twister a few years ago would have been top tier. If you had an experience with this ability on launch, you have my deepest condolences. If you've only ever experienced the latest version of Turbo Twister, then lucky you, because this ability used to be broken as fuck. It used to last longer, it had this annoying little vacuum effect so that it sucked you in and you couldn't get away from it, and it did enough damage to kill pretty much everything that wasn't a Citron. And even then, it would get a Citron down to like 30 HP. A drop of piss would be enough to finish them off. And things like Hadouken, Multi-Hadouken, they're all things that can kill you but shouldn't. Then we have the mid tier. These abilities are annoying. They're not annoying enough that you need to point out that they're annoying, but if you look at it for what it is, it's definitely a whiff of some horse shit. In my opinion, all the drones are annoying. That includes the artichoke. They can sit at the back, they can send these things after you. It's completely safe. They're awkward as fuck to hit, and they all have airstrikes. It's a bit like if you're just face to face with a drone and you're playing like, I don't know, Foot Soldier. It's light work, you just shoot the thing down. But say you're fighting someone else with a chemist and you're suddenly getting third party by one of these things. No, piss off. I've got a lot of the mounted abilities here as well. The Sunbeam, Solar Flare, Cannon Rodeo, and the Bolt Blasters. They are all, in my eyes, just lesser versions of P Gatling. They all kind of work on the same principle, just on a much, much lower scale. I also put most of the Zmax in here. If we're being honest with ourselves, Zmax are annoying. If you're playing a Sunflower, you walk around the corner and there's a Zmax standing there, you're fucked. It's done. You're dead. It's over. It's a fucking wrap. Because what you also have to consider is an ability can be annoying without being cheesy. Some abilities are annoying just because they're really good. That's kind of my line of thinking with Zmax. I also left Sprint Burrow in the mid tier just because of how bad it is. If you honestly think Sprint Burrow is better than Burrow, then
you're a dumbass.
Why are you lying to the government? We'll move up to the high tier. These abilities can piss off. I'm sure plenty of good, kind-hearted, genuine controllers have been busted at the hands of them. Citron Ball by default isn't an annoying ability, but the fact that it's spawned this generation of ballers that we have today, it has created something truly evil. Drake is there just because of how overused it is, and while it's probably the worst mech in the game, it is definitely the cheesiest. It's like the Chomper of Zmax, and then the Reg Zmax gets up there because missile madness. Need I say anymore? If the Dark Flower was a person, I would slap. The only reason Dark Flower isn't in top tier is because it ain't that good. In the grand scheme of things, it ain't gonna net you a 20 bomb, but it's like a little portable aimbot, and it actually does pretty decent damage. And also, I'm pretty sure it has more health than both heal flowers. Why is that a thing? And let's have a look at the top tier. The absolute worst of the worst. Leaf Shield pretty much makes you indestructible. Blazing Blast pretty much insta-kills anything in front of you. Imp Hunt is quite literally the portable blowjob distributor. Viper gave birth to one of the most annoying playstyles I have ever seen in any game ever. P-Gatling for a mounted ability is too strong and too accurate. And if I had a pound for every P-shooter I see just camping in the back with that fucking helmet on, I would not be monetizing my videos. And then Husk Hop. Fuck off.